Hello everybody, my name is Angela Roman. I'm here to talk to you about food safety and what we do in the food industry to keep you safe and as well as keep yourself safe at home, understanding that time and temperature play a big part and how you can abuse it. It's called time temperature abuse, and anything between 41 degrees and 135, in that little bracket of window, you want to make sure that your food's not in it too long. If it is in it too long, it does start to build bacteria, and that bacteria can make you sick. About approximately 3 million people a year get sick from foodborne illnesses, and sometimes it's out of our control when it's like parasites or viruses or other toxins that we do not visually see. But that's why time and temperature control play a big part, because we want to make sure we're below 41 degrees or above 135, and especially reheating food, we want to make sure we reach the internal temperature of 165 for 15 seconds before you consume. A lot of people don't know this. It's not common knowledge. I know this because I've been working in the food industry for the past 10 years, and I am a chef, so I take these things very seriously. When I'm serving food, I don't want to get anybody sick, neither myself. The key rule is when in doubt, throw it out. And it's a very important, especially when we're trying to serve you safe food. Serving you safe food can mean a lot of things. If you have food allergens, especially like celiac disease or tree nuts, we take those to serious accounts. We make sure that we're grabbing new and unused clean utensils, changing and washing our hands between, making sure that anything that you are allergic to, we are not touching. And we make sure that if we have to go get a new product from the walk-in, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do so. We're gonna keep you safe, and we want to keep you healthy. That's one thing as a cook I take pride in, is I've never got anyone sick. But that's because I'm practicing food safety practices, keeping things from going into the temperature danger zone, or I'm cooking them to the correct internal temp. I'm changing my gloves and washing my hands constantly, my utensils. I'm making sure I'm not cross-contaminating, which cross-contaminating is going from raw to ready-to-eat foods. And ready-to-eat foods meaning is kind of like salads or slices of tomatoes, nuts. Anything you can kind of cross-contaminate by just touching one thing and going to the other thing. And especially when going from ready-to-eat to raw, it's not such a big deal because you can wash your hands and change your gloves at that point. But if you're going from raw to ready to eat, then it is a big deal, because when you touch from raw, where there is bacteria or there could be anything on the raw meat, and then you go to touch ready to eat food, and that's when you're in serious danger. You can get yourself sick. And especially in the food industry, we don't want to get you sick. So in our head, we already know, okay, that's not safe. We're not supposed to do that. I'm going to wash my hands, throw out whatever I touched immediately. For me, it's second nature. I know I'm not going to touch it. I know what I should be doing in the process of washing my hands, changing my gloves, changing my sanitizing like solution, changing my utensils, changing my cutting board, making sure whatever I'm doing is to keep you safe, making sure I'm keeping everything between below 41 degrees or above 135 to serve you. These are things that I keep in mind when I'm working in the kitchen, and every cook that you will get to know or see in the food industry when you're going to a restaurant, knowing that they're taking the time to work safely to serve you safe food. Even at home, you can practice these things where you shouldn't leave your food out on the countertop. You shouldn't let it thaw out between hours, because within those hours you could be building bacteria and then therefore getting yourself sick, and you don't want to get sick. Diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, headache it's really not fun. And if you just make sure that you're not between the danger zone, you can minimize and limit that. Like, you can possibly eliminate getting sick all the time. So if you just practice safe practices and just continue to wash your hands, you'll be fine. Thank you.